Hey, morning. How are we?
Yeah, really good. It's been a long time since I've seen you over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been almost just over a year, I think, since we did our last episode. Uh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
And I think it is fair to sort of say to people that the reason you wanted to carry on, and I'd kind of mentally, I was in a little bit of a difficult place. I don't want to go into everything, but I'd lost a few near and dear last year, which was very, very difficult.
yeah,
Probably fallen out of love with agility, if I'm
yeah,
completely honest. Lost my mojo completely, and so this was, as much as I enjoyed our time. It was just one thing that had to go at that time for me, and
yeah, yeah,
actually, while I'm talking, I just want to say thank you, Stuart, because there was probably every now and then I would just get a little text from you going, "Hi, you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thank you." And it was really lovely to get that. So
good.
thank you for that.
It's nice just to keep a check in and make sure everybody's doing okay. That's the
Yeah,
main thing.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. It was massively appreciated.
Good. Thank you very much. It was my pleasure, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
then
yeah, it's
you
good to be back.
pressurized me into back.
So it's good to be back. So we're just going to have a bit of a catch up and see what we've been doing. Um, where business wise, competing wise, all those bits and pieces, what we've been up to. So I'll let you go
Over to
first.
you, because you've been setting the world on fire.
Well, I don't know about that much, but yes, we've had a good year. I can guarantee that. Um, we had a good. Where were we last time? So June. So we went to IMCA, which was in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
We did IMCA, which was really cool. Um, so we got world champions there,
I
which was
know.
really cool. Yeah,
Congratulations.
team
Well
world
done.
champions, which is really good.
Yeah.
Um, we've done backs since then. So British Agility Championships we did really well. Um, and then IFCS we went to in April. We went to France. I
Mm-hmm.
got the silver medal overall there, which was really cool.
I'm not
Um,
worthy anymore.
yeah, and now we're just literally just
Congratulations.
working our way through within the next where are we now? So the next 4 weeks, up to nearly 5 weeks, we'll be heading off to Portugal for IMCA again.
Yeah.
So the preparation for that is ongoing. Um, but yeah, looking forward to that. So it's going to be busy, busy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think that was the last time I probably saw you at a show, was the IMCA tryouts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
That
had
was
to
back.
bail
When was that? It
out.
was
Yeah, yeah. We bailed out. I took Nairobi along just for the experience, because
yeah,
she's obviously still a very young dog, and Stacey took Kippy,
yeah,
and sadly he went lame.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, I remember. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, so we pulled him, and my old dog Herbie was poorly in the van, and we just ditched and came home. So
yeah. Sometimes you just got to pull the plug, haven't you, and just
yeah, the dogs are more important, aren't they?
100%, 100%. So what
And
have you been up
personally,
to? What have you been up to? Sorry.
yeah, I'm good. So
Good.
I guess last year for me was about survival, if I'm
Yeah,
completely honest, mentally. I didn't really know where I was going to go agility wise.
yeah,
Nairobi is obviously a very stunning dog, but I did fall out of love. I think I fell out of love because obviously I'd lost out on team twice with
yeah,
Kippy. They once through COVID, so we were picked for the team, and then we didn't
yeah,
go because of COVID. And then again, I had a bit of a breakdown and couldn't travel. So it was kind of like I'm fed up with traveling and then not happening, and
yeah,
everything
yeah,
else. I kind of got really heavily into gun dog work,
yeah.
um, which I absolutely adore. I really, really enjoy it. And I
Cool.
think maybe when I'm too old to run around as well, gun dog will take over. And I've got a
Yeah,
bit of
yeah.
a challenge because someone's told me that Nairobi will never pick up a cock bird that's 1.5 pounds. And I'm like, yes, she will.
Yes, you will. Yeah,
Yeah. And I think kind of taking the pressure off me myself helped me, and I have some fabulous clients,
yeah.
and I've kind of really fallen in love again with the sport. So,
Cool.
which is really lovely. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's doing really, really well. She's I didn't really want to. I thought, oh, can I be bothered to to chase high profile. And yeah, she's qualified for the novice carp semis and the Casey Stakes semis, which was a shock. She did a great job and she won the heat. So really loving being back at agility and enjoying it again. And I think with a very different mental attitude. I don't push myself. If I do shit, then I just laugh and it's like, it don't matter. We're all still here. It's good fun. I think it's helped. It's helped a lot. So
that's the I think that's the key, isn't it? I think sometimes stripping it right back and just going, okay, what are we actually doing it for? I think we get as trainers and coaches and whatever, we get, I want to say, added, I suppose, perceived added pressure to do well, because people are relying, we feel like people are relying on us, they're paying us money every week to teach them things, and then we feel that if we can't do certain things, then
it's the added pressure on, doesn't it? And I still work very heavily with my guys on kind of psychology, I guess, kind of having been on a massive personal journey over the last 18 months, 2 years. It helps me help them, like, does it matter, and I was chatting to someone, we're doing it already, we're going off, but I was chatting to someone the other day and just started competing. She's massively competitive, lovely lady, and I said, at the end of the day, the judges are only expecting 10% of you to go clear on their course. So you can't go clear every single time you step out, so it's kind of how I help a lot of people on the emotional mental journey now, which is fabulous. So but I do think it's really helped with my own agility. And Stacey's back on the scene.
Notice that. It's good to see her back.
That all fell in line really well. She came out of uni, missed agility tremendously. I was kind of struggling with flipping between Nairobi and Kippy, and felt that so Kippy had an injury as well. I don't know whether you know this. He shut down on me a few times over 2 or 3 months, and we couldn't get to the bottom of what was wrong with him. And in the end, it was actually his bottom. So I was at a show one day and I'm like, Jesus, you've got a hole. And he had an anal gland abscess. Oh, no. And that must have been brewing for some time. And after that, he stopped tugging with me. He kind of associated it with me and everything. So I just said to Stacey at the time, why don't you run Kippy, see if he'll run back with you? And he, every time we step out of the start line, we're like, oh, we don't know whether it's going to be his last run. He's getting old now, and he's qualified for the Olympia semis. He's qualified for crafts, and he's flying.
Perfect.
So it's
Perfect.
And me and her have so much banter in the van. I love it.
It's good having somebody there, isn't it, to support you as well. That's the difference.
It's really good to have her back on board. So
Perfect.
That's good.
Perfect.
So what for the rest of the year? What are you doing the rest of the year?
Well, like I say, at the moment, apart from IMCA, obviously we've got coming up in September. I haven't qualified for the Olympia quarterfinals. Haven't done anything regarding Crufts or whatever. I did start at the beginning of the year thinking about chasing the Crufts singles points, but it's not me. I don't think. It's not. It's all right. I'll do the
just not feeling
there.
it,
But I'm just not going to be chasing around. I don't feel like I need to chase around for that. I enjoy the bits that I do. So obviously IFCS, IMCA, those sort of bits and pieces. And all those, so I do like that, and I like running the champs, trying to get around champs and stuff. That's what interests me more. And not even qualifying on a champ doesn't bother me. I just like running the champ. I like the atmosphere. I like the champ. So getting to a final is a bonus, and obviously if you win the final, even better. But it's not about that for me. It's just about getting round the rounds and
Yeah, yeah.
enjoy,
I ran
and
Hippie and
standing
Chad.
ringside and watching everybody and seeing.
Yeah, yeah. I ran him at agility club. Stacey was somewhere, so I took him into champ and got him into the champ final. And again, I ran it with such a different attitude to what I used to be like. You know, I used to be like, oh my god, this is the be all and end all, and nobody talked to me, and all that malarkey. But I was like, oh, this is so much fun, so much.
Yeah, and I think that's just like I say, changing that attitude a little bit and going, it does matter and it does count, but it's not, you know, what matters more is the fact that we're enjoying doing it. That's the difference.
Yeah, and the dogs are enjoying it. I went off to Agility for All this weekend, just gone. So I knocked Agility for All off my radar simply because obviously they moved the grand finals and it was quite a long way for us to travel.
Yeah.
And I qualified for the beginner's steeplechase last year and I didn't take Nairobi. And again, if I look back, that was probably more of my mental state of mind. I just didn't have it in me to drive all that way for one run. So I didn't chase it this year. And we went to, for one reason or another, we just went for an Agility for All. It was the Nationals this weekend. Oh, it was just so lovely. You know, and it was like, there was Bob Perks and I was saying to him, oh, what have I got to do in this game? And, you know, it was just like, and running the games again, it was like,
just like I say, just picking and choosing. We went to the Nationals, Agility for All Nationals the first weekend. So yeah, just for a break from the norm, really, just go and do that. And Becky managed to qualify, focus for the Dagiria beginner's novice challenge. I managed to scrape through and qualify for Masters as well. So it turned out to, although we only went there for a little bit of a breath of fresh air, it turned out to be a good weekend.
And I don't think we can ever take that competitive edge off, because Stacey and I did the pairs and I got eliminated, but I hadn't realised. And she took the baton, I took the baton off of her, she went and did her run, and then the judge patted her leg. And I said to Stacey, what did you do wrong? And she went, no, you were eliminated. And I was like, oh, for God's sake. I was like, I missed the jump, I didn't even realise, I was fuming. But you can't take that competitive edge away from you.
And I managed to get Link into the ring for the first time there.
Yeah, how did he go?
NFC. Yeah, it was really good, because I was concerned with him sort of chasing. He's got a really sort of heavy, herdy prey drive. He's very, very prone to chasing anything that moves, really. So taking him in the ring was going to be a big test for him. And Agility for All, they got their fence rings.
Yeah.
It was a lot quieter, obviously, than a Kennel Club show. A little bit more relaxed. Got the NFC chance with the toy and stuff.
Agility for All is, and always has been, been a fabulous place to bring out young
dogs. He was absolutely brilliant. He didn't flinch. He didn't look at anything else going on. I'm still, whether I would get him in at the moment, whether I'd put him into a Kennel Club ring with just the ring rope on there at the moment. Agility wise, he's fine. It's just that he's got that little. He gets distracted very quickly. If anything moves fast, he's going to be chasing. He wants to chase it. But we're getting there. I'm not in any rush. He's only just 18 months old, so I'm not. Either way, his agility training is coming on really well, so I'm pleased with that. And if I didn't really plan on getting him out much before, anyway. So I'm happy with that at the moment. So that was good. That was good.
Perfect.
Really cool. So we'll get on, obviously, for bringing the podcast back to life. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody that has asked us about it and commented and sort of begged us to bring it back, because we've had I certainly had quite a few nice comments about it.
It's really lovely, isn't it? Because you kind of think, when you do these podcasts, you kind of think, is anyone actually listening?
Exactly. Listening to us going waffling on about whatever we want to waffle on about.
And I think it'd be really nice, actually, if when people, I don't think you can do it on Spotify, but certainly on the Facebook page, where people do watch a video, and even if they've got nothing to comment, just kind of a thumbs up would be really feedback.
Just to say that, just to say that they enjoy, they've listened to it or watched it or whatever that is. That'll be good for us.
And suggestions on subject matters that they would like to see us chat
Yeah.
about and all
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah. We've got a few. I've got a few. And I know you've got a few subjects that we can bring to the table. So hopefully over the next few months or so, we'll have those up and running. So yeah, hopefully it will give everybody a chance to for something to listen to and get involved in. And also guests as well. Obviously, if anybody's got any suggestions from guests' point of view, doesn't necessarily have to be agility.
No.
Anything basically in the dog related world would be ideal. That would be good for us to make some plans on as well.
And have we actually decided that we're going to do one a month, do we think? Or
I think that's our plan at the moment. One a month will be good. We'll let everybody know the sort of release dates.
Once
we get
into day every month, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
And we can figure that out amongst ourselves, and then we can get that out for everybody. And then hopefully, we can get rolling again and see what happens.
Yeah, I promise that. Well, touch wood. Promise that my life will stay stable. I hope.
Yeah, well, then it'd be boring, though, wouldn't it? Then if it was all.
Yeah. And you do learn to take the highs and the lows and everything else. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Like life.
We've got a good community with the agility community. I think that we've always got backup somewhere. I think.
Definitely. There are still people out there that kind of I get a message from periodically that I don't see, and like, you doing okay? And I'm like, yeah. And it is just it, and I probably do it a lot more to people than I used to. So generally my nearest and dearest, you'll always know when there's something wrong, and they'll always know you're there. But sometimes just by noticing that you haven't seen somebody for a little while, even you like, where are their Facebook statuses? That sort of thing is a really good time. And I know we talk about mental health and that, but it's mental health is real issue. So just saying, are you okay? And I know it really helped me.
Cool. So I think that'll be a good starter for us. We'll get and then we'll get planning for some more, and hopefully people can let us know what they want to see and hear, and then we'll get to that as well.
It's great to be back, Stuart.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And now just perfect timing. All the lawnmowers are outside now, so it's getting noisy.
I'm actually really impressed that I had a delivery while we've been online, and my dogs didn't go and get involved in it. I was like, wow, it's really quiet. Excellent. Brilliant. All right, I'll see you soon.
All right then, see you later.
Take care, bye.
Bye.